Hey guys, Tasman Heart here. Welcome back to my another movie review, and here's my review for Nobody 2. So Nobody 2 is the sequel to the 2021 action film Nobody, and of course, the plot of this movie. Give me a minute. Okay, yeah, yeah. The plot of this movie is about a work alcoholic assassin Hutch Manson, played by Bob Odenkirk, takes his family on much needed vacation to the small tourist town of Plummerville. However, he soon finds himself in the crosshairs of corrupt theme park operator, a shady sheriff, and a bloodthirsty crime boss. Now, if you guys want to know my thoughts on the first Nobody film, I really like the first Nobody film. I thought it was a really great, highly entertaining action film, and I thought it does a really good job, doing something really original. And when I heard they're going to do a sequel, I was pretty curious. I wasn't too sure how I feel about it because sometimes when you do a sequel, they did always come out the best. But I just only wanted a great sequel, a really good, entertaining sequel, and that's what I asked for. And let me tell you, after seeing Nobody 2, okay, after seeing the trailers, it does look like it could be fun. Like it takes a summer vacation, and I was like, okay, this could, as long as the story is done right, then this could actually work. And after I saw Nobody 2, I'm happy to say that I had a blast with this movie. This is one of the better movies I saw this summer, and easily one of the better action films that I've seen. And yeah, this movie it definitely a really good and a great follow up to the first Nobody film. Let's talk about the positives. The writing is really good. Um, of course, they did the job very well. The direction was also really good, and I'm just gonna look at the cast. Okay, of course, Bob Odenkirk as Hutch Mansell was fantastic. I mean, this guy is over 60 years old, and it's just really insane that he is over 60 years old. Just like how Tom Cruise was as well, and this guy does a really good job acting, and he is still killing it with his acting career. As well as other actors like Connie Nelson as Becca Mansell. Uh, Also, the other kid actors like Paisley Catrath as Sammy Mansell and Gage Munra as Brady Mansell. So I can't pronounce their names. All give out really great performances, as well as Christopher Lloyd as David Mansell, who is a grandpa, is by far the best part of the movie. It's really good to see Christopher Lloyd back in movies again, even despite his old age, and it's really good to see him back. And of course, RZA is great as Harry Mansell. Um, yeah, many of the cast members are fantastic, as well as Sherry Stone as Lou Dana, who is the villain in the movie, who's really great. And yeah, all the acting in this movie is really, really great. Excuse me. Sorry for the burps. I'm just. I promise that I'll just. I just had breakfast, and yeah, I just don't want to get into that. But I just that was a while ago when I had breakfast, so I'm sorry for the burps. That bothers you, but yeah. Anyways, back to the review. Yeah, all the cast members are really fantastic in this film. Are great. It's really the action sequences. Wow, they are insane to watch. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, the action scenes are really amazing to watch. And they are some insane action scenes. Action sequences are really exciting, and they actually give you edge of your seat. And yeah, especially with the climax. I won't spoil the movie, but the climax is so insane. It is crazy. Like, it got me at the edge of my seat. I actually talked about it in my quick review. And yeah, the climax of the film got me at the edge of my seat, and it is insane. The direction was pretty good. Um, the humor, there's 85% of the humor really lands, or really funny. Um, the cinematography looks great. The editing is really good. It's nicely paced throughout for a movie being 129 minutes for being like one of the shortest action films, and for being a 90-minute movie, it actually flies by. Even despite how short it can be, it flies by for that runtime. Um, and it does have really great characters as well, and also has great production. How it takes place in, and yeah, this movie was just a lot of fun, and how they did with all the scenes in the film is really great, and it does a good job. As for my issues for this movie, is that while I do think the writing is good, the storytelling is not the greatest. Like and here's the thing: the first Nobody didn't have the greatest story, but it does have some really great writing, you know. And for the sequel, it's kind of the same thing. Like the writing, it can be good, but the storytelling isn't like technically the greatest. Like you're not gonna expect anything grand, but that didn't really bother me because I thought it actually did its job very well. And I don't think this movie is nearly as good as the first film because I will say I do prefer the first Nobody film a little bit more. But the sequel actually did its job for, well, giving us a really great sequel. And also the villain, while I do think Sharon Stone does a really good job playing her character, I do think the villain is pretty forgettable and not really all that memorable. And yeah. Oh, and also one thing that's really good I forgot to mention, John Elza as Walt Martin was also great in this film as well. Who's actually a sheriff. Yeah, that's all I can say. But yeah, the villain I think is kind of forgettable, even despite really good acting for Sharon Stone. But otherwise, that's about it. Overall, Nobody 2 is a really good, highly entertaining sequel, and definitely a really great follow up to the first film. And I think this is a movie you should go out and see it this summer or wait to watch it at home. Like I wouldn't say you should rush out and see this film, but if you're a fan of the first Nobody film, you should check the sequel out. You won't be disappointed. So yeah, this movie is a lot of fun, and this movie's a blast to watch. And here's my overall rating right here for Nobody 2. I'm gonna give Nobody 2 an 8 out of 10 and a B plus. This movie is a lot of fun and definitely a good follow up to the first film. And if you're a fan of the first film, you'll definitely enjoy this movie. So watch this movie if you can, guys. You'll have a blast with this movie. So go see this movie if you want to, and have a great time. All right, guys, that is my review for Nobody 2. And if you enjoy it, have you seen the movie? And if you enjoy it, let me know in the comments down below. And if you enjoy my review, hit the like button or send it to comments down below. What are your thoughts on it? So, and coming this Friday, I will be doing my top five most anticipated films of fall 2025. So look forward to that if you can, coming this Friday. And I will be returning this Friday, and I will see you guys later. Have a good day, guys.